Pink Sonic arrived on Earth, and together with Sonic, they destroyed Hypersonic in Sonic 5, the movie. Dr. Ivo Robotnik no longer existed on Earth since he had died in the explosion of the Ark ship. So Team Sonic, now alongside Amy Rose, who had helped defeat Metal Sonic, lived a chill life, enjoying the peace of a world without Robotnik. But Sonic didn't like this at all. He craved action and speed. That afternoon, which seemed to be the calmest day, Team Sonic received an alert on their radio about a disturbance in downtown Tennessee. As usual, Sonic, eager for action, said he could handle it alone after all. Maybe it was just the typical robbery of the week. But when Sonic arrived downtown, everything began to shake, the streets splitting with countless cracks. And when Sonic looked behind him, what a problem. A massive meteor was tearing through buildings at full speed. Sonic dashed off like a soul chased by the devil, but it was useless. The meteor was moving at 700 kilometers per minute, and in just the blink of an eye, it slammed into the ground, devastating everything in its path. Sonic struggled to stand, his legs trembling, but what he never imagined was standing right in front of him, another Sonic, but white, like looking into a mirror. This new Sonic began to raise his power to incredible levels, and with a powerful burst of energy, he trapped our Sonic, subduing him with telekinetic force, just as he had done with the massive meteor he had pulled down from the sky. Now he began draining Sonic's energy. And just behind them, the true mastermind revealed himself. From the wreckage of a destroyed helicopter shattered by the meteor's impact, emerged Dr. Robotnik Webera, the creator of this white Sonic, whom he called Hypersonic. But it didn't end there. Just as our Sonic was about to die, a second tremendous explosion erupted, blasting everyone away, including Hypersonic. As Sonic staggered, struggling to stay on his feet, he fixed his gaze on the origin of the explosion. Suddenly, a ring-shaped portal opened before him, and from it emerged another Sonic, this one Pink. Racing at full speed, Pink Sonic reached him and saved him, carrying him away from the battlefield. Sonic and Pink Sonic arrived at Lord Donna's house, where Knuckles, Tails, and Amy Rose were shocked and immediately went on guard upon seeing this new pink hedgehog identical to Sonic, but with Amy's color. Sonic quickly reassured them, "Relax, he's not our enemy, he just saved my life. By the way, you haven't told me your name." The new pink hedgehog explained that he came from another alternate reality different from this one, and that his name was also Sonic. But to avoid confusion, you can call me Pink Sonic. Everyone was left speechless. The fact that he looked exactly like Sonic was already too much of a coincidence, and now he even shared the same name. Pink Sonic then revealed that in his alternate reality, Dr. Robotnik was supposed to die in the explosion, just like in this one, but instead, he was sent into the future. With the technology of that era, and by using the DNA of Sonic and Amy Rose together, Robotnik created him a perfect clone of the two. Sonic and Pink Sonic arrived at Lord Donna's house, where Knuckles, Tails, and Amy Rose were shocked and immediately went on guard upon seeing this new pink hedgehog identical to Sonic, but with Amy's color. Sonic quickly reassured them, "Relax, he's not our enemy, he just saved my life. By the way, you haven't told me your name." The new pink hedgehog explained that he came from another alternate reality different from this one, and that his name was also Sonic. But to avoid confusion, you can call me Pink Sonic. Everyone was left speechless. The fact that he looked exactly like Sonic was already too much of a coincidence, and now he even shared the same name. Pink Sonic then revealed that in his alternate reality, Dr. Robotnik was supposed to die in the explosion, just like in this one, but instead, he was sent into the future. With the technology of that era, and by using the DNA of Sonic and Amy Rose together, Robotnik created him a perfect clone of the two. Eggman's plan with my creation was to defeat Team Sonic, but someone born from the DNA of Sonic and Amy Rose could never truly be evil. That's why I broke free from his control, and together with the Sonic team of my own dimension, we fought him. Yet he managed to escape even further into the future. And that's where the real problem began, because Dr. Webera returned from that future with a new ally. He came back with White Sonic.
Subscribe and I'll give you a hot dog! Come on, hit that button for a tasty reward! Don't miss out, it's gonna be great!
With Sonic's DNA, but this time combined with the DNA of a new hedgehog named Silver, Eggman managed to create a hybrid far more powerful than both. taking advantage of the fact that Silver was not as kind as Sonic and Amy Rose. The result was a rebellious clone. Eggman exploited this, amplifying his power to the point where he could influence his emotions and control him more easily. Once created, he placed him inside a power enhancement sphere, from which he emerged with strength that quadrupled that of everyone in Team Sonic, including me. Traveling alongside White Sonic in his ship from 200 years into the future, Eggman unleashed this hybrid against us. He charged at full speed, intent on killing, and he succeeded defeating Sonic, Knuckles, and Amy Rose and stealing their powers. When he reached me, knowing I possessed 3 times more chaos energy than Sonic, he tried to steal my power as well. But I increased my chaos control, and together we collided, creating a massive dome of energy. The explosion sent us, along with Eggman, into a new journey through time. And that is how we arrived here. This is no mere coincidence that destiny has united us to fight against White Sonic. Ever since we arrived here, Eggman saw it as an opportunity to make his weapon, White Sonic, even stronger by seizing the power of a new Team Sonic. And I'll be honest, with our current strength, defeating him would be nearly impossible. If he absorbs even a fraction of our powers, then it would be hopeless. Just as Pink Sonic said this, both he and Team Sonic sensed from afar a bizarre surge of chaos energy, rising higher with every passing second. It was White Sonic, racing through the city and destroying everything in his path. Sonic spoke firmly, "Don't worry. Maybe with our current power, it's hard to beat him, but we won't go alone. We have a friend I know won't refuse us." So while Pink Sonic, Amy Rose, Knuckles, and Tails stayed at home to devise a plan to defeat White Sonic, our Sonic opened a ring portal and traveled to the moon to find Shadow. Since the events where he nearly destroyed Earth, Shadow had remained there, feeling unworthy of ever setting foot on the planet again. But with Sonic's proposal, and seeing it as a chance to redeem his past mistakes, Shadow agreed to help Team Sonic. Sonic descended to Earth together with Shadow, and from above, they observed White Sonic's actions as he terrorized the city. Meanwhile, the rest of Team Sonic remained at home, working on the attack plan. But Sonic and Shadow were not patient enough to wait. Sonic leapt into the city to draw White Sonic out of hiding, while Shadow stayed atop the tallest building, watching carefully for the moment to strike. That moment came faster than expected. As soon as Sonic set foot in the city, White Sonic sensed him and immediately charged at full speed, destroying everything in his path. Shadow then launched himself to support Sonic, and together they ran ahead of White Sonic, guiding him toward the outskirts of the city to avoid causing harm to civilians or the city itself. But suddenly, a tremendous explosion erupted behind Sonic right where Shadow had been. Sonic turned, only to realize that Shadow had been defeated by White Sonic, who was now raising his power even higher, preparing to finish him off completely. Team Sonic felt the surge of power and immediately abandoned their plan, rushing to the battlefield. Sonic prepared to increase his strength to defend Shadow, but then disaster struck. He was hit by a powerful blast from behind and collapsed to the ground. Turning to see who had attacked him, Sonic looked up toward the mountain and saw Robotnik arriving in a ship. Behind him came White Sonic, who had already knocked Shadow unconscious. Just as Team Sonic and Pink Sonic arrived to save him, Eggman and White Sonic captured Sonic and carried him away. He was taken to Eggman's secret laboratory at the summit of an unknown mountain. There, restrained by both arms and connected to Eggman's powerful chaos energy extraction machine, our beloved Sonic was having all of his chaos energy drained. White Sonic had become far more powerful, while Sonic, weakened by having his energy drained, could barely move. But Team Sonic, now joined by Shadow, whom they had rescued, infiltrated Eggman's secret laboratory by following the immense chaos power radiating from White Sonic. Once inside, Tails detonated a massive light bomb to create a distraction, allowing them to free Sonic. There they all stood reunited and ready for battle. Pink Sonic extended his hand to their wounded friend, helping him to his feet. But not only that, Pink Sonic said, "There's something I've always wanted to try, but never could. Since we share the same DNA, according to my calculations, this should work." Pink Sonic began transferring part of his power to Sonic. Instantly, both of their eyes lit up. radiating an enormous surge of chaos energy. And in that moment, Sonic didn't just recover his strength, he had tripled his own power. Now we see Sonic and Pink Sonic raising their power, preparing to face White Sonic. At the same time, White Sonic elevated his strength to such a level that even the Earth itself began to split, chaos energy erupting through the streets. But launching forward, now with the support of Knuckles, Shadow, Amy Rose, and Tails, they accomplished what the Sonic team from Pink Sonic's alternate dimension could not. Our Team Sonic succeeded in defeating White Sonic, saving planet Earth from this overwhelming threat. Remember that this video is nothing more than a theory created by me, with much love, and with the sole purpose of entertaining you. If you want more videos like these, please ask me in the comments and I will soon bring them to you.